you're all getting on okay at home. Being cooped up sucks. I'm totally with you. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit cuckoo. Hopefully the worst has happened or is happening now, and we can get back to normal life soon because I really am starting to miss it. Anyways, back to this video. I am going to be doing a Q&A, answering a bunch of questions that you guys have left on all of my socials over the last few days. So yeah, alrighty, question 1. Other than music, what do you do to unwind? Well, I would say music takes up about 75% of my day. So when I'm not doing that, I would say I'm watching TV shows for sure. I love binging a good show. Gilmore Girls is usually what's on because it's a timeless show in my opinion. Same goes for Friends. If I'm not watching shows, I'll be reading. I love books. I'm a huge bookworm. I also have gotten into meditation over the last year. If any of you guys have suffered from kind of anxiety or anything like that, I would definitely recommend the app Headspace. It has honestly helped so much. I use it every day. It helps me go to sleep at night and wake up like calm-headed in the morning. It is amazing. Definitely check it out. Other than that, I'm a big fan of just kind of self-care stuff. Whatever makes you feel, you know, calm and put together again. I love a good bath. I love candles. I love tea. Oh, my tea. Yeah, all that good stuff that just makes you feel nice and warm inside. How great is my mug, by the way? One of my greatest friends gave it to me because it reminded her of me and my crazy cat tendencies. Thanks, Pops. What are 3 songs that make you happy whenever you listen to them? I would say Wildfire by John Mayer is such a feel-good song. It reminds me of summer and just having a beer and good times. Like a Girl by Lizzo is kind of my go-to for needing like a pumped up kind of woman empowerment, I can do this kind of song. And Sparks Fly by Taylor Swift always takes me back to being like 15, dancing in my bedroom, having the greatest concert ever, and it just brings me joy every time I hear it. My favorite book, okay, that is a really hard question because I'm a huge bookworm, but I love The Catcher in the Rye. That is a great classic. The Perks of Being a Wallflower was my favorite book as like a teen, and even now I love it. I love the movie as well. And all the Harry Potters obviously are timeless. In terms of non-fiction, I would say The Course of Love is a great book on kind of just relationships and how we look at love. The Power of Now is a great book as well for kind of just perspective on life. The Incredible Lightness of Being as well is kind of similar to The Power of Now. I would definitely recommend all of those 3. Favorite place I visited apart from New York? Okay, if we're talking kind of chilling out, beach holiday, getting a tan, I would say Dominican Republic. Last year with my boyfriend Jack, we went in September and stayed at the prettiest resort for a week, and it was honestly the best time. Like, I don't think I've ever been so relaxed. I'll leave a link to the resort in the description because it was really good, definitely worth the money, and yeah, had a great tan at the end of it. So, but if we're talking kind of like places to go that I really enjoy being in and being like a tourist and stuff, I would say Amsterdam, definitely. That's somewhere me and Jack want to live one day, and I just love it. It's probably my favorite city ever, and it's just beautiful. The people are nice, it's super chill and just lovely. So definitely go and visit if you've never been to Amsterdam. Favorite songs and why? Okay, I will try and narrow this down to 5 because I have so many favorite songs. Number 1, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room by John Mayer has been a top favorite song of mine for the last probably 15 years. It made me want to start playing guitar and start writing songs, so that is why. River by Leon Bridges, I could probably listen to on a loop for the rest of my life. It's so beautiful. I love his voice, I love his whole vibe, and it just kind of makes you want to sit like in a dark room with some candles and some tea and just kind of chill out for a few minutes. It's beautiful. Same goes for Slow Burn by Casey Musgraves. I love that song. It's stunning. It's so delicate and just beautiful. I love it. The Bones by Maren Morris. That was my most played song last year, according to my Spotify. And I am not surprised. I played it daily, literally. It's a great song. Maren Morris is probably one of my top 3 favorite artists of all time. Definitely listen to it if you've never heard it. And 5th one, I would say Love Like This by Ben Rector. That song is a masterpiece and it will be my wedding song for sure. Yeah, it's beautiful. Tallest building I've ever been on, Rockefeller, New York. Pretty high. Favorite song this week, definitely 3 Minutes by JP Sachs. I think that's how you say his name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's a great song, love him. Love Julia Michaels and him together. Oh my god, couple goals. But Kelsey Ballerini's album came out last week, which I've been listening to, and I love The Way I Used To. Hands down favorite track on the whole record. Love it.
I know it's 3 in the morning, it's tequila talking, damn your voice is all up in my head again. Does somebody love you in the way I do? I mean,
favorite bakery in New York. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, my boyfriend moved to New York last April, and he's actually just moved back like today. He landed a few hours ago. So I did multiple trips back and forth to New York over the last year, and I ate a lot, let me tell you. I gained a few pounds, okay? It happened, I enjoyed it. New York is amazing. I love it as a city. The people were nice. Like, everyone always says New Yorkers are rude. Everyone that we came across were really nice. But I'll do a whole separate video on New York and advice and tips and stuff. But in terms of bakery, I would say Mia's Bakery in Brooklyn was top notch, loved it. But Martha's Bakery as well was really good. I mean, I'll eat any kind of cake. I'm a big sweet tooth, so yeah, I'm not fussy. But those two were really good bakeries. Okay, something on my bucket list. I would say a road trip around the States, or at least a handful of states, with Jack. That is definitely something we both want to do one day because we have so many places that we want to see. We really want to go to Nashville and New Orleans and California again. So hopefully that can happen when all of this virus stuff has disappeared. Songs I wish I'd written. That's a great question. Okay, I will try and narrow down. Tragic by Jillian Jacqueline, because every female ever can relate to that song. It is awesome. Tin Man by Miranda Lambert is such a beautifully written, like, perfect storyteller style song that I just still love. All Too Well by Taylor Swift, because it's a masterpiece, let's be honest. And A Song for Everything by Maren Morris. I've always wanted to write a song like that, and I just have never been able to. And she did it. She did it much better than I probably would have. So, yeah. Embarrassing things that have happened on stage. Well, let me tell you. When I was younger, I used to be pretty clumsy. So 2 things come to mind. I remember once I was playing one of my favorite songs on my set. It's like a really slow, chilled out, kind of sad, intimate song, and the guitar piece was quite intricate. And I noticed the microphone kind of just slowly falling. And I was just like, the guitar was so complicated that I didn't have a second between like chord changes to try and stop the disaster from happening. So I just let it happen. And it was pretty embarrassing, especially because that gig was being live streamed online. So along with the people in front of me that had seen it, everyone at home had also seen it. And I pretty much died on that stage. However, it was not as bad as the time that my guitar strap fell off and my guitar just kaplunked on stage. So yeah, not my finest moments. Definitely not. Some goals that I have for the month, year / 5 years. Okay, this kind of stuff kind of stresses me out because I feel like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an overthinker. I will constantly think about the future and whether I'm doing stuff right. I've gotten better at it over the last year. Meditation helps. But I feel like, especially with all social media stuff nowadays, we're always kind of comparing to other people and seeing where they're at on their journey and comparing it to our journeys. And, you know, like asking ourselves, why am I not further ahead, or why haven't I done this and that? And it's just super unhealthy. There is no need for that kind of stress. So for me, I try and just think present and sort of near future rather than like super down the line, because it can just get really, really unhealthy and stressful. So I guess my only kind of plan, and this kind of links to another question that I got, which was whether I still want to make it in the music industry. To answer both, like, I just want to be happy. That is literally all I want out of life. I want, you know, stability, obviously, and financial stability. But my most important thing to me now is to just do stuff that I enjoy, be surrounded by people that I love and that are good for me and, you know, are my team, and to just live a life that I enjoy, you know, regardless of what that looks like. I don't really have like a set plan of things that I really, really want to do. Yeah, I just want to be happy. That's literally it. I want to obviously get married and have kids and stuff, but when that'll be or what that'll look like, I don't really know. I'm a big believer in whatever's meant for me is gonna happen, so just kind of go with it. Proudest achievement, probably playing a show for 2,000 people when I was 20. That for me was just a really proud moment, and I will cherish it forever. And hearing like the crowd sing back to me was something that nothing will ever really beat that for me, I don't think. How do I produce my tracks on GarageBand? That is a video that I will do separately because loads of you guys asked me about it, and I really want to show you how I do it because I'm not a professional. I've never studied music production or anything. I literally press buttons until stuff sounds good. So I will make a video for you guys. Do you face writer's block, and if so, how do you deal with it in terms of being kind to yourself? Yes, I think every creative person faces like moments like that. It's always going to be up and down. But for me, I just try to not put pressure on myself to finish anything if it's not happening. You can always tell when it's like flowing and when it's just not going to happen. So I usually just leave it and come back to it, whether that's later that day or next week or next month, because I feel like all of the goods, all the best stuff that I've made, I've never had to force it out. It's come out naturally. So just don't force it. Don't pressurize yourself. If you were in isolation with 3 fictional characters, who would they be and why? Great question. I would definitely have to say Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe from Friends, because they are iconic. Who would not want to be best friends with them, firstly? And they're just 3 of the greatest characters of TV history, in my opinion, anyways. Well, that concludes my question and answer for you guys. If you have any more questions, please leave them below, along with video suggestions, cover ideas, anything. I am all ears and have all the time in the world right now, so feel free to say whatever, even if it's just a hi. Let's just have a conversation down there. Stay safe, guys, and try not to go crazy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Why is there sirens going off? Like, people should be indoors. It's very simple, people. Stay at home. I don't know, I don't know. Sometimes it's just, this little strand of hair. There's always one, isn't there? Always one. La 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 la. Oh man, I forget the YouTube filming sweats that happen. It's very warm in this room.